Did you know you can hide apps? Or that you can move several apps at once? How about sticker bombing your friend's iMessage or create your own custom vibration patterns? Alright, we are now on the 19th version of iOS, and over the span of almost 2 decades, Apple has added hundreds of new features, some huge, and some you probably never even noticed. So today, I'm gonna show you 40 tips and tricks you might not know you could do in iOS, and a lot of them even work for older devices. So, starting at the home screen, you probably know you can move icons wherever you want now, but if you want to speed up the process, you can tap and hold an icon, and using another finger, tap multiple apps and move them all at the same time. If you find yourself scrolling endlessly between apps and want to get rid of them, tap and hold anywhere on screen, then click Edit and Edit Pages to delete entire pages at once. Some shortcuts while we're on the home screen. Tap and hold the App Store to quickly update your apps. And also to quickly redeem a code or view your purchased apps. Each app has its own shortcuts, and even though this has been around for a long time, many people have just simply forgot about it. As a little side tip, you can adjust how long it takes for the menu to pop up by going into Settings, Accessibility, Touch, and then Haptic Touch. You can also lock most apps by tapping and holding and click Require Face ID. This might work with Touch ID as well. And as you can see, you can even hide apps if you don't want people to know what you have on your phone. You can find all your hidden apps at the bottom of the app library. Alright, Control Center next. You can tap and hold the Screen Record button to choose where to store the video. You can tap and hold the flashlight to choose strength and the cone of the light. You can tap and hold the Shazam icon to see your song history. Tap and hold Wi-Fi to quickly select a connection, and on Bluetooth to quickly browse through devices. You can tap and hold the timer to instantly set a timer, and just a little extra tip. You can label each timer, so you can, for example, have one for boiling eggs, one for perfect steak, and one for rice. So next time you're cooking, just say, "Hey Siri, give me a timer for rice," and you'll have the perfect rice every time. Okay, enough app shortcuts for now. Did you know you can pinch with 3 fingers to copy, and then in whatever app you want the image, just pinch out to paste? Is it called pinch out? Another way to copy paste, besides holding and pressing copy, is to tap and hold, for example, an image, and then with another finger, go to the app where you want to paste and just let go. This works with pretty much anything. You can copy a text message, paste it where you want, in Notes for example. You can even grab the entire iMessage conversation. Need to get reminded about a note? Well, drag the note to reminders. This also works in Safari with any image or text. Remember the trick about grabbing multiple apps on the home screen? You can do that with photos too. While we're in Photos, you can select text in Photos. It's useful if you need information from, say, a business card or want a restaurant menu in text format for whatever reason. You can search for anything in Photos. Say you're looking for a yellow flower, you just type it. Or a specific picture from your childhood, but you only remember you were in a blue room. Just type blue. As you might know, you can select and copy subjects from Photos, but this also works in Safari and probably anywhere else that has an image. You just tap and hold and go down to Copy Subject. Also, if you need information about a plant or animals or other things, snap a photo and click this icon right here. This works on any iPhone as long as you have iOS 15 or newer. If you got an iPhone 15 Pro or newer, it's better to use visual intelligence for these things, but if you don't, then the lookup feature is the way to go. Do you have tinnitus? Yeah, me too. Drag down Control Center and click on Background Sounds. Here you can choose everything from white noise to ocean waves to rain. This feature also can help some people fall asleep. Okay, let's jump into messages. You've seen the stickers and how you can make your own from Photos, for example. But instead of clicking and sending it like normal, Just hold the sticker you want to send and drag it anywhere in the conversation. And also, if you pinch while you hold it, you can make it bigger and you can even rotate it. Shake to undo is a pretty old feature, but in case you didn't know, or you're like me and find it annoying, just go to Settings, Accessibility, Touch, and you can disable it right here. But another way to undo and redo is to just swipe with 3 fingers. A lot of people know this, but you can hold the spacebar to move the cursor around anywhere you want. It's pretty handy. But while holding the spacebar, if you just tap anywhere inside this box, you can now select text. iPhone has a few text shortcuts. Go into Settings, General, Keyboard, and click on Text Replacements. There is a few defaults in here, but you can make your own, for example your email address. So if you type @ twice in any text field, it fills out your email address without having to type it all out. Yeah, hello, can you order pizza please? Another way to send a voice message is to hold the phone to your ear, like you're making a phone call, and just start talking to automatically make a voice chat.
Hey, can you order pizza please?
If you need to copy something from a message but don't want to copy the whole thing, just tap and hold and then you click Select. You can ask Siri to flip a coin.
Hey Siri, flip a coin. Flip again.
If you're on a Mac, you can right-click pretty much anywhere and click Import from iPhone to scan a document directly to your Mac. You can convert anything from currency to measurements directly in Spotlight, and you can also use it as a quick calculator. Say Lumos to Siri and she turns on flashlight, and say Knox to turn it off. Swipe down in the bottom half of your screen for easier one-handed use. Turn the feature on or off in Settings, Accessibility, Touch, and Reachability. If you like falling asleep to YouTube or any streaming service, go into Timer and then click on When Timer Ends. Scroll all the way down and select Stop Playing. Now your phone will stop playing and just lock itself after the time you selected. This next tip is pretty mind-blowing. If you click this icon right here, you can actually make a phone call to anyone. Jokes aside though, I have seen a lot of people asking how to call in iMessage or WhatsApp when the phone is right there. But remember, if you are calling someone you know has an iPhone, then use FaceTime audio for extra crisp sound and also the ability to use voice isolation and other features. In Safari, you can search for a specific word by either going to the search field or tapping Share and Find on Page. Highlight text and numbers to convert currency directly in Safari and messages, etc. If you've been scrolling down on a page endlessly, just quickly tap at the top to instantly go to the top of the page. Tap and hold either Notes, Files, or Preview to instantly scan documents. If you're in Files, for example, and you're deep into a folder structure, hold the back button to go all the way back to the parent folder. You can do the same thing in Safari to choose how far back you want to go. If you press this icon, either in Freeform, Photos, or anywhere it's available, you can draw, but you knew that. What you might not know is if you draw a symbol, for instance, just hold at the end, and the iPhone will finish it for you. Now you can finally draw those perfect circles. I'm not sure how many symbols this work on, but if you do, or if you find some new ones, please let me know down in the comments. You can create a custom vibration patterns for phone calls or notifications by going to Settings, Sounds and Haptics, and just click on Ringtone or any notification, then Haptics, and scroll down to create a new vibration. You can also do this in Contact, so you can have a dedicated vibration for your closest friends or your boss or whoever. Speaking of ringtones, instead of paying for custom ringtones in iTunes, Just upload a song to files in iCloud. Press and hold the song file, click on share and use as ringtone. And while we are in files, if you tap and hold a specific file, you can actually choose which app you want to open it in. Maybe you heard of backtap. In case you haven't, go to settings, accessibility, again, touch, and scroll all the way down to backtap. This is a very old function, but it's pretty useful, especially if you don't have the newer iPhones with action button or the new camera button. You can set it up to do almost anything from flashlight to stealthy voice recording, or to quickly open the camera. When you're taking a screenshot of a website, for example, you can tap full screen and you'll get a picture of the entire page to scroll through. It's pretty useful for a walkthrough of a game or a recipe that doesn't cover one picture. Alright, that was 40 tips and tricks for iPhone. A lot of these also work on iPad and older devices, but some require the new iOS 26 update. I hope there were at least some of these tricks you didn't know about, and if you know of some I didn't cover here today, let us know down in the comments. I'm always finding new things, and there's also the Shortcuts app and automations, but there's so much you can do there that deserves a video on its own. So, I would really appreciate it if you left a like on the video, and also subscribe if you haven't already, and I hope to see you in the next video. If you know of someone